You understand what I'm saying? That's a damn shame. But my aunt is symbolic of justice. That black woman, that divine queen, that African goddess, that's our woman. And I want to say on this video, black woman, I'm with you and your babies 1,000%. God damn it, they're going to have to take me for what happened to our sisters and our children that last time. We're not going to ever let that happen again to our queens and to our babies. Fuck the law. Fuck everything. When it comes down to what happened to us, we must vow as men to, goddamn it, if we all got to go in the ground, to never let that happen to our queens ever again. We owe them that. We owe them that. And we must step up and we must take that oath. And if we catch a nigga off the square, you know the rest. You see our knee here and you see his car, which is representative of the bird with his head on it. That is where the angel came from. And you, okay, let me turn the page so I can get to the rest. Now you see Heru, who is the son of Asa. You understand what I'm saying? And here's Ani being taken to Asa, the father of resurrection, who you got to go and see. And he gonna have to give you the okay that you can go on into the netherworld. And so just like in Christianity where it says, to get to the Father, you must first come through the Son. Here it is. Here's the scene of judgment that you must go through, black man and black woman, when it's your time to see your ancestors. That's a blessing that our ancestors left this for us. Do you think that they left this for you so you could go spew their enemies' goddamn law that they enacted when they murdered our people? Y'all sound like some goddamn fools. Let me go into the scriptures, the so-called Holy Bible. And there is some, you understand, even though it is not my book per se, they took many of these laws in this book from out of the metal netter because they knew that they were the type of laws that you can establish a government with to keep your people going in the direction of prosperity. That's why they took it. So you can't throw it all away because there is some African in it. Now, I said the laws. I didn't say nothing about the mythological goddamn stories that they create around the law to make it look like that they are the authors of the law, which they are not the authors of the law, that it came up out of Kemet, Nubia, Ethiopia. It came up out of the Nile. Reading from Psalms 62, verse 10, it says, trust not in oppression. Trust not in oppression. Taken from Proverbs 3:31, it says, envy not thou oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Envy thou not thou oppressor, and choose none of his ways. I'm going to read it to you again. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none. And for all you niggas that's always pulling out Noah's Webster's fictionary to document every goddamn word, when Noah Webster's goddamn people was still in a fucking cave eating bear shit while we were in the Nile, in the highest developed civilization and culture on the planet, you want to read from Noah Webster's fictionary, whose people were still crawling on all goddamn fours, and right now today is many of them still crawling on all goddamn fours. But since you want to go read out of their goddamn fictionary, read what none means. When it says choose none of his ways, none means zero. None means not any. None means nothing at all. None means zilch. It means nothing. Don't choose nothing from your oppressor. The first rule of the craft of Amun-Ra is to never participate in the traditions of your enemies. Never do you ever participate in the traditions of your enemies. So you got to let this cracker system go, black people. You're going to have to let it go. You're going to have to get this Peckerwood's titty out your mouth. And I can get much, much more raw than I can. You understand what I'm saying? For the men who act like faggots all the goddamn time, running around here crying all the goddamn time. Seti, you talk too raw. Seti, you too emotional. No, nigga, you just weak. God damn it, you hear me? God damn, man, y'all niggas just weak. Y'all can't be no city niggas, man. Y'all can't be city niggas, man. I mean, truly in spirit, man. Because a real true city nigga out there, and we all over the place. In all the major cities of the United States of America. Man, you got some real hard-ass soldiers all around this motherfucker. We're going to have to look up, and we're going to have to do what we have to do to get our motherfucking people on the right path. But it is time in 2009, family, to really organize. Resist. Organize. Honor thy mother and thy father. Your mother and your father is Africa. Don't let no motherfucker tell you nothing different. A lot of people talking about that we are original to the whole planet. That's a goddamn lie. We're not original to the whole goddamn planet. I want to bring that out. And why would you say that, Seti? See, when you say you original to something, that means you came through the womb. You were not born in Asia. You were not born in Europe. You were not born in the so-called Americas. You were born in Africa. Africa is the womb that gave birth to you. Now, just like you got your birth mother. If your father got a woman, that's your stepmother. Now, she might do some of the things that your mother do, but she's not your birth mother. She's a stepmother. She's a surrogate mother, but she's not your birth mother. And the reason why I know that we are not original just because we're first in the land. Now, I'm not negating the fact that we were first in the land. But because you're first in the land does not make you original in that land. Because you know how I know we wasn't original? Because when we went off into different lands that was not the same as our motherland, we mutated. We mutated! Why did you mutate? Because you was in a land that was different than the environment, the vegetation, the food, temperature, terrain, all of that. Because we moved into areas that were different, we mutated. That's how I know we're not original to all lands. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't say that we were not first in the land, because when we left out of Africa, we populated the whole planet. I'm in agreement. But because you populate the whole, you migrated there. You were not original in that land. Africa is your birth mother. Now, if other lands was a stepmother or a surrogate mother, I can understand that. But you got to clarify that there's nothing like mama. There's nothing like mama. And we know that even in our own personal relationships, there's nothing like mama. So I want to end again with one of our holiest symbols that represents the union of the holy black family. The man, the queen, and our children. This is us. Our ancestors did not leave this on the wall for you to forget. So you have to go back and you have to recapture your essence. This is you. All them other symbols out there, those are fake symbols. This one right here is divine. It is right from the walls of your foremothers and your forefathers, and they left it there for you to always know that this is who you are. And when you fall from grace, you go back, you look upon the walls, you look at the formula, and you know how you can become great again.